Welcome, and thank you everyone for joining us tonight for the Law and Water 2020 Gala. We're super excited to come to you live tonight from the Intercontinental Hotel right here on the shores of the beautiful Potomac River. We really appreciate everyone tuning in tonight because we are going to party like it's 2020, because it is. So as we celebrate tonight, we'd like to provide some inspiring videos, we hope, that will share some of the successes we've had. We've had some challenges, but there's much to celebrate here on the Shenandoah and Potomac Rivers. We have put together some brief videos of our riverkeepers and our staff and our volunteers to highlight some of the amazing work that we've been able to accomplish this year with your support. Now, of course, there'll be many opportunities for you to bid on amazing auction items, to donate during our mission rally, and if you're not sure what a mission rally is, that's okay. It's basically you say you believe, you're inspired by the mission of the work that we do, and you can donate in any amount. If you go down on the auction page to the mission rally icons at the bottom, you can click on those. There we've provided some guidance on what types of things these donations support. It's really kind of a fun way to look at what we do. So for those of you who are new to Potomac Riverkeeper Network, we'd like to welcome you especially. We'd like to take a moment and introduce our riverkeepers to you to showcase the Shenandoah and the Potomac Rivers for you. So please sit back and enjoy our evening together.
We began with a riverkeeper, a sole guardian of the Potomac River, who swore to be the eyes and ears of the water. Slowly, we expanded into a network of riverkeepers.
Hi, I'm Mark Freindorf, your Shenandoah Riverkeeper.
Hello, my name is Brent Walls, your Upper Potomac Riverkeeper.
Hey everyone, D Nax, Potomac Riverkeeper here. I hope everybody's staying safe out there.
We are the Potomac Riverkeeper Network. Our mission is to protect the public's right to clean water in the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers and their tributaries. We stop pollution to enhance the safety of our drinking water, protect healthy river habitats, and enhance public use and enjoyment. Encompassing the skills of scientists, teachers, law officers, fishermen, and paddlers, riverkeepers combine a profound knowledge of their waterway, matched with a relentless commitment to protecting your rights and the rule of law. Our work spans the entire, almost 15,000 square mile watershed, which flows through 4 states, Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania, and the District of Columbia. The Potomac River is a resource vital to the health and welfare of residents in its watershed. The rivers of the Potomac are a source for drinking water, a place to recreate, and an economic engine for tourism, businesses, and industry. Our central value is stewardship, born of the caveat, we all live downstream. We envision a day when the Potomac River and its tributaries are fully restored, providing a healthy, safe resource for the people, plants, and animals that depend on it, from its headwaters to the Chesapeake Bay. Join us in creating a fishable, swimmable, and drinkable Potomac watershed.
Good evening. I'm Nancy Stoner, President of Potomac Riverkeeper Network. I'd like to welcome all of you to the 6th Annual Law and Water Gala. 2020 is a year that we will always remember, and this gala is no exception. But we're grateful for the opportunity to celebrate the fantastic work of the Riverkeepers, the effort of all of our volunteers, and to thank all of you, our supporters, our gala committee members, our gala sponsors, and our auction item donors for your tremendous generosity this year. This has been a year of turmoil and of loss, but the Potomac and Shenandoah rivers are there for us in tough times as in happy ones. They provide solace, they provide beauty, they provide clean, safe drinking water, they provide fun, and we need all those things now more than ever in these difficult times. Many businesses were shut down this year because of the pandemic, but the Riverkeepers were on the beat every day, pandemic or not, and they scored some major victories again this year, stopping pollution, protecting your right to clean water. We stopped the Atlantic Coast Pipeline from threatening the Shenandoah River's headwater streams, its forests, and its wildlife. we stopped the Verso paper mill from discharging a nasty substance known as black liquor into the Potomac. We passed legislation in Virginia that for the first time ever set a mandatory deadline for fencing herds of cattle out of the Shenandoah River, one of the main causes of fecal contamination and algal outbreaks. And we monitored E. coli bacteria levels at public access points in the Potomac and published the results every week this summer so you'd know whether it was safe to go in the water. We put out our first ever swimmable Potomac report with data and analysis that demonstrate the public health threat we face from raw sewage discharges and the steps necessary to stop them. And we launched our 50 million mussel restoration campaign. Every year our work is valuable, but this year it was indispensable as EPA and state agencies basically shut down their enforcement operations during the pandemic. But our river keepers were undeterred. They're used to working alone, working smart, and using state-of-the-art technologies like drone surveillance to go where others fear to tread, to find and stop pollution and protect the rivers we love. So let's give them 3 cheers for their fantastic work this year, and let's pat ourselves on the back as well for the tremendous accomplishments we all achieved together this year, despite the adversity we all faced. Hear, hear! As those of you who have been to our gala the last couple of years may remember, I'm a hometown girl, having grown up in the Shenandoah Valley and lived in the Potomac River watershed practically my whole life. Get ready to hear next from another hometown girl, Diane Neal from Law and Order.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Law and Order Gala. I'm Philip Musikis. I'm the Vice President of Programs and Litigation, and I am thrilled to be joined tonight by Diane Neal, who was, and there she is. She played Assistant District Attorney Casey Novak on Law and Order Special Victims Unit for 12 years. And she's here tonight to talk with me about being a TV lawyer, being a real lawyer, talk about law and order, you name it. We think about law and water when we think about our mission, because our mission is simply that. We use the law to fight for clean water in the Potomac and the Shenandoah rivers. You know, we don't have the tough cops like they do in Law and Order. We have the river keepers instead, they're tough in their own way. And then we have the lawyers on the other end that help us kind of carry out our environmental work and hold polluters accountable. Talk about law and order, you name it. So join us. We're gonna have some fun tonight. So Diane, it's awesome to have you here. One thing I'm wondering is how'd you get interested in water issues and the waterkeeper movement? And
yeah, I grew up in Alexandria and on the Potomac and on the Shenandoah River and smelling that honeysuckle. Yeah. I love the Potomac River, and I have so many of my memories as a kid are on the Potomac River.
You sailed, is that right? Do you know how to sail?
I still sail really badly. I try to improve, but yeah, when we were a kid, we would always go out on sailboats on the Potomac, just constantly. It was one of the most fun weekend things to do ever. I was always a science kid that accidentally became an actor. It wasn't. I always thought at some point I'd be doing I don't know, like a Nobel in physics by now or something. Didn't happen. River
keepers are river rats, right? So we have kayaks, canoes, paddleboards,
any kind of watercraft known to man.
And there's never too many. You know, it's like, why we really need a fishing kayak for that particular trip. And, I need a really lightweight canoe I can carry by myself.
To get to that little stretch, I can do that. Yeah.
Right. Which I'd never get as the lawyer. What am I going to say? I need a really nice pen to take notes. Or it's very boring in comparison. It's like I don't have anything. But the legal work it's the core of our mission. And just last year, and I think the last 5 years running, we've had over $1.5 million a year in pro bono legal support for our work. So that's It's amazing. It lets us punch above our weight, to use a kind of a tired cliche, but it's, really lets us do, we have a staff of 7 people. We have one, I'm the lawyer that's on the staff. And, we have a docket of 12 cases, 15 cases. We're in federal court, state court.
So you need all the help you can get. Like, do you have a favorite case?
I do. I do. I think the case we had a few years ago, or the campaign we had against this coal power plant in Virginia, is probably my favorite one here. And just a quick funny story. So the Potomac Riverkeeper and I started basically the same day. We were hired and started at the same time. And we're figuring out what's going on in the watershed, and who's, what cases do we have, and we learned about this coal power plant, and they have these big toxic waste ponds where they dumped all their coal ash. And so we knew there was probably some problems there. So Dean and I said, well, let's drive down there and see if we can spot anything. We probably won't see anything, but let's go. And the best thing to do, right, is see for yourself.
Like do the most obvious thing first, right? Let's go drive.
Yeah, let's just drive down there. So we drive down there.
By the way, this is
drive along
of every Mark Ruffalo movie, right? Like when he finds pollution somewhere, they're just like, let's go look and see. Yeah.
And then you see, and we found it in literally in 10 minutes. So we pull off the road. We don't trespass. We're very good investigators. We pull off the side of the road. We're looking around, and I said, well, that there's this orange polluted water flowing under the road and down through this swamp, right directly into this tributary of the Potomac. You can see the Potomac.
Oh, lovely.
And I'm like, that's a violation. That's illegal. And then we went another 50 yards, and we're like, there's number 2. That's illegal. We found 3 illegal Clean Water Act violations in 15 minutes.
That's incredible. I have to say, though, there's one great thing about Riverkeeper and Waterkeeper that is truly spectacular, is that kind of everyone, no matter what anyone's political persuasion is, you can get behind clean water and the clean environment because everybody needs it and everyone loves it. Whether you're an angler or a hunter or anyone like that appreciates the land and needs open space like that, because that's the other thing about the watersheds, is that you're preserving the land around them as well, which is an incredible resource that a lot of people get to use. So it was very much like this. At home in my district, didn't matter who it was. If you were furthest left or the furthest right and everyone in between, you could always get behind clean water and a clean environment. I just wanted to say thank you so much for having me and including me in this year's Gala. Yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the rest of the Gala or the Gala.
Either one. Well, we love having you here, and I loved our conversation. So thanks so much. We're honored to have you.
Without your support, our work would not be possible. And since I know that you all would prefer me not to drone on with a roll call, we have this cool leaderboard display scrolling on the screen that will share the names of our sponsors, our Mission Rally donors, and our Text to Give donors. So if you want your name on the leaderboard, I suggest texting to give or making a donation right now so you can see your name and tell your friends you support our mission. Now that said, we do have a few special sponsors this year whom I would like to give a shout out to. They are our River All-Stars, Sally Davidson and John Holmes and Diane Zipersky, and our River Champions, Kathy and Cabell Williams. These individuals not only sponsor our gala at the $15,000 and the $10,000 levels, but they are generous throughout the year with their time and their talents, their resources, their board service, and other support. And I would also like to give a huge thank you to everyone tonight who's here, who's donated, including, I see on the leaderboard, Evan Miller and Nancy Hedden. Thank you for your donation of $2,500. And Kevin Harper, thank you for your donation of $50. I got to tell you, anybody wants to know what $50 gets you, just go look at the Mission Rally icon on the silent auction page, and we've got some really great stuff in there that we do with that. Your contributions will ensure that the health of our rivers, our streams continue to improve, and our right to clean water is protected. Want to see your name on the leaderboard? Again, visit prkngivesmart.com or text PRKN 76278 to make a donation now. And now we'd really like to share more about our river keepers, because that's the really fun part, and their great work. So Mark Freundorf put together a great video. He really tells a great personal story and gives us beautiful images of the Shenandoah River.
I'm Mark Freindorf, your Shenandoah Riverkeeper. I grew up in Cincinnati and I had a creek in my backyard. Actually, I had two creeks and they came together forming the confluence, not unlike the confluence of the Shenandoah and the Potomac, just a little bit smaller. Anyway, I was always in the back and I was playing in the creek, looking for frogs, looking for tadpoles and crayfish, wondering why there weren't more fish in the stream, getting angry and mad when I saw pop cans and any other pollution in the creek. And my dad was always asking, what do you want to do when you grow up? And I always answered, I want to go fishing. I want to check out the creek and I want to play in the creek. And he's like, you can't do that. You need a real job. And so some 50 odd years later, here I am being the Shenandoah Riverkeeper. And this is my real job, playing in the creek, checking out the fish, worrying about pollution, and doing everything possible to protect the Shenandoah.
2020, what a crazy, chaotic year this has been. But the one thing that has come out of it that has been good is that everybody now recognizes the importance of our rivers and streams in our area. No longer are they being taken for granted. People are coming to them, they're flocking to them because it brings them enjoyment, it soothes their soul, it refreshes them. They're able to do safe social distancing. And now more than ever before, we need to protect our rivers, to protect the Shenandoah, protect the Potomac for future generations, and allow us to come out and to enjoy the beauty that we have before us. And if we've learned anything from this year, it's that these rivers need to be protected.
Each year, we recognize the exemplary efforts of the people who work with our staff to make clean water happen throughout the watershed. PRKN cannot further its vision alone. We rely on the extraordinary volunteer support of so many. That's why it's my honor to present this year's Protector of the Potomac Award to Avis Ogilvie Moore from New Orleans, and our Volunteer of the Year Award to Carl Scheider. These are their stories, and these beads are for you, Avis. It is my great honor and pleasure to recognize Avis Ogilvie Moore as PRKN's 2020 Protector of the Potomac. I've had the good fortune to get to know Avis over the past several years, and let me just say, she is an amazing person, full of energy and ideas and enthusiasm for river protection, and for the kind of hard-nosed advocacy that PRKN does so well, and at the age of 95. Avis has a long and distinguished career in the environmental movement as an activist, researcher, scholar, and philanthropist. Among her numerous accomplishments, Avis acted as a founding board member of Friends of the Earth in 1969 and helped plan the first Earth Day in 1970. She became an early member of the Potomac Riverkeepers Board and served as its chair at a formative time in our development. Past president of PRKN, Jeff Kelby, remarks that Avis is the embodiment of grace and strength. Quiet in her demeanor, she used her gifts to support growth and resources and the goals of the staff. When asked about her accomplishments in the award, Avis commented, "The Potomac River is a tremendous resource. It used to be so polluted that DC banned swimming. But due to the great work of the Potomac Riverkeeper Network and its many allies, the river is rebounding. I'm proud to have contributed to the restoration of the nation's river." The Potomac Riverkeeper Network is grateful to Avis for her hard work and is proud to award her the title of Protector of the Potomac.
Hey everybody, D Nags here, Potomac Riverkeeper. Thank you for coming out tonight, supporting our work. Thanks for joining us at Law and Water Gala. Our Volunteer of the Year Award goes to Carl Scheider. He's just been an amazing volunteer for Potomac Riverkeeper Network. He basically came on last year as a volunteer. By the end of the summer, was helping us manage our lab and make drastic improvements to our lab operations. There was just a lot of challenges for us to get our water quality monitoring program up and running. And quite frankly, if we didn't have Carl, I don't think it would have been possible. He managed over 40 volunteers, over 30 weeks. He helped us write our Swimmable Potomac report. He resupplied the lab, everything we needed him to do, and he went above and beyond. And so cheers to you, Carl, and everybody else for supporting our work. And this award is well deserved. So thank you for all your help.
My name's Dean Alex. I'm the Potomac Riverkeeper. I've been the Riverkeeper now for 5.5 years. I've been a Riverkeeper for almost 20 years. My job is to protect and defend this river.
Our goal is a swimmable Potomac River. We're committed to that. We want to bring people back to the river, promote recreation and tourism, and get people swimming in this river again and becoming better stewards of this river than we have been in the past. I always try to tell new Riverkeepers, you got to be patient, because a lot of the work you do in years 3 and 4 and 5 don't pay off for another 3, 4, 5 years. And so you're in it for this long haul, stay in the course, being persistent, holding polluters accountable, and it takes time. A lot of the things that we worked on, like cleaning up 28 million tons of coal ash, took 4 years. A lot of times what we do is we force that accountability. We force them to account and make those investments for clean water.
Yes, you can protect our water. Yes, you can protect our water. Yes, you can.
And this is completely unacceptable to me that our kids are drinking this water. This bottled water is from somebody's well, Dan Morrow, who was here yesterday. And he listed all the things found in his well, some of which are hexavalent chromium, cobalt, lead, strontium, antimony. And so this is toxic.
Think about future generations are going to need this river for drinking water and recreation. Every Riverkeeper, when they first start this job, they have to go through the process of trying to do the right thing and report something to the regulatory agencies, and then find out that nothing is going to happen. And I think that's when the light switch turns on, that your job is a lot different than just working on the Hill lobbying or working on some policy initiatives, that your job is about enforcement and holding polluters accountable no matter how that happens. And, it does make you angry. It's frustrating. The river can't speak for itself. And so that is our job, is to be out there, be a watchdog, hold polluters accountable, not only in the courts, but also in the court of public opinion.
We are out on the water. We're sampling, we're investigating, we're talking to communities and people that are on the water and working to eliminate sources of pollution and fixing the problems that are affecting the river. And that's something we do every single day. We don't deviate from that. That's what we do, work on every single day. Every donation, every dollar that comes into the organization is very critical to support our work, to enforce clean water laws and make this river clean and healthy again.
Thank you, Dean, for such an inspiring message, and for all of our Riverkeepers. Since I have the camera and the microphone, I'm going to go a little off script for just a minute. I know my parents are watching tonight. My dad's a pastor. And we'd go to church on Sunday and we never really knew, is he going to talk about me today? He always had a story to tell, right? So I'm going to tell a little story right now. I always swore when I went into nonprofit work that the one thing I would never do was ask people for money. Here I am now asking people for money, and I have to tell you, I found a mission and a passion that I really believe in. It's something that I get behind, and I listen to these guys and women out there, all these Riverkeepers, and their stories and their passion and their commitment for what they do. Seeing our volunteers in action that come up and show up every day. They do cleanups. They come after day after day after day. They support our work. All of our amazing sponsors and donors tonight. Everybody out there that's donating now on the text to give button. I just absolutely get goosebumps, and I love what I do. I love, love, love working for this mission and protecting clean water. And so now we're at the point where we talk about our mission rally. I give to this organization every day. Everybody that's watching this program tonight is giving to our right to clean water and is passionate about it. So I want to thank you for staying with us. And a mission rally is just that. It's a heartfelt donation. It's made directly in support of the mission to support the programs and activities that we do every day. So if you believe in clean water, you're right to protect that for yourselves, your families, future generations, protecting our rivers and streams so that you feel inspired and moved by this program tonight, then we've really done our work well. The stories about our river keepers, our volunteers, our staunchest supporters, you can keep the momentum going. You can do this by donating now for our mission. So I'm really hoping there's a text to give button scrolling across the screen because I can't see it, but you can find it. You can go to prkn.givesmart.com and make a donation. You can bid on one of these amazing auction items. It really means so much. And some examples are easy to explain. You can say X number of dollars puts X number of mussels in the river. You can say X number of water quality monitoring kits. But a lot of the work that the river keepers do, which they demonstrated tonight, is really difficult to quantify. And as Dean mentioned, much of our work spans several years of activity, and it's hard to stick with some stuff. So, Nancy, this year has been 20 years of us being active on the Potomac River. What do you see for the next 20 years?
So first of all, I want to say, isn't it great having Emily Frank as part of this team? She just loves this work, and the River Keepers feel just the same way. It's just a team with so much heart, and so I just want to say that first. So 20 years from now, so the basic story is that our rivers are going to be much cleaner, and the reason they're going to be much cleaner is because of the work that Potomac Riverkeeper Network and all our allies and all our volunteers and all of you do every day. So there's three big things that are going to happen in the next 20 years. Routine sewage overflows will end. They'll be a thing of the past. And there will be no more herds of cattle defecating in the Shenandoah or its tributaries. And 50 million mussels will be capturing and filtering pollution in the water. All three things are going to make the water cleaner in 20 years than today because of your support.
I plan on sticking around to find out. That's amazing. So in 2018, a lot of people probably know, Potomac Riverkeeper Network received a wonderful and amazing generous donation, our Sea Dog. And so Nancy, can you share with us just a little bit about what that donation actually meant to us and how we've put it to use?
Yeah, so we converted Sea Dog, which was a fishing boat, into a research vessel, which has enabled us to start a water quality monitoring program that infuses our advocacy with strong current scientific information. We now have the data to show how raw sewage overflows threaten public health, and we can also demonstrate the water quality benefits we will all enjoy once sewage dumping ends.
Thanks, Nancy. And I see we have several more Mission Rally donations coming in, so thank you, everybody. I want to appreciate it. Jeffrey Manifold made a donation of $100. Jeff, thank you so much. No one's really going to know what you really did for us. If nobody knows, Jeff also helped us put all these amazing videos together. Sorry, Jeff, I had to call you out on that one. And Susan Smith, thank you so much. A gift of $100. It's truly amazing to see and to know that we're just talking to a camera right now, but that like everybody's online and you're watching. It's really super exciting. I know you're all waiting for the Thrillbillies, but they're coming on in just a minute. So please donate, give generously, bid on the auction items. The auction closes at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure what time it is right now, but we have one more video now. We cannot forget Brent Walls. He is our Upper Potomac Riverkeeper, and he's really cool.
Hi, my name is Brent Walls, your Upper Potomac Riverkeeper. I patrol the Upper Potomac from Harper's Ferry to Fairfax Stone, which includes roughly 6,700 square miles of watershed. As a riverkeeper, it's not just a job, it is a way of life. And we incorporate everything that we do as a riverkeeper into our daily lives. One of those things that I incorporate is technology. I'm a bit of a techno geek, and I like to use various different technologies to enable my job to to get better data, to get that evidence, to prove that there is pollution coming from a particular source. And one of those technology pieces is drones. I have worked with the Riverkeepers in the past year to develop a drone program for the Potomac Riverkeeper Network. We have 3 drones that are flying the watershed. We were able to get up at a moment's notice right after a rain event and capture that pollution that is impacting our rivers and streams. We've had some success in stopping pollution, like from SGI, Specialty Granule Incorporated up in Pennsylvania, D&L Coal out in the North Branch. Thermal Select out in the South Branch was a project that we were able to stop completely. A hydro dam project that we were able to stop before it even got off the ground floor. And it's important that we maintain this because we have an edge when it comes to be able to getting this data. And that edge really requires your support. It requires your donations to help us maintain this level of expertise that we have when we are doing our jobs. Probably one of my favorite moments is when I'm on the water in my boat and I'm looking downstream and I'm looking at the water and I'm looking at where the rocks and the riffles are, and I'm wanting to be able to guide my boat right through the smooth spot so I don't scrape the bottom of the boat. There's quiet, you hear birds, you hear nothing else, and it's a moment of zen, really, to be able to be on the water and to have that experience of just being part of this river system. I'd like to say thank you to all of the supporters, the volunteers, the people who are out there on the watershed doing their daily business and noticing problems and issues and being a steward of this watershed. I want to thank you all for helping me be as successful as I can in protecting your right to clean water.
Fantastic. That was a great video. I had the good fortune to spend some time with Brent Walls last week in the Upper Potomac watershed. And I want to say about that trip with Brent, you want him to take you in the trough. What a beautiful place to go. So bid for that trip and go to the trough. But what I want to share right now is some late breaking news about our progress with D&L Coal. So as the saying goes, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So these are before and after shots of the D&L Coal site in West Virginia taken by Brent with his drone. This is an example of PRKN winning the battle without ever firing a shot. We sent a notice of Clean Water Act violation to D&L for coal-laden runoff flowing into the Potomac. D&L contacted us right away to say they were going to end any violations by cleaning up the site. Take a look at the results. Pretty amazing.
Pretty amazing. Thank you, Nancy and Brent, for that incredible story. And what's also important about that story is Brent is very modest about what he accomplishes. And so I appreciate that you took the time to kind of really tease that out and talk about that, because, you know, it doesn't make the headlines a lot of the time, this work that our river keepers are doing to protect our right to clean water. So thank you. And you can see, you know, this is the type of work that your donations support the Upper Potomac Riverkeeper through a Mission Rally donation or by bidding on an auction item. This is your final chance to bid on auction items. We're getting really close to the end. Bidding does close at 8 o'clock. And I keep getting these notices and it's so amazing. I feel like I'm running a Jerry Lewis telethon. So thank you so much, everybody, for all of your donations. Ann Codrington, thank you so much, a donation of $100. Rick Peterson and Phoebe, $1,000. Thank you so much. And John Holmes, $5,000 on top of everything else that he does for this organization and serving as the chairman of the board, where he's got to wrangle all of us and our board members. It's just awe-inspiring. So thank you so much. And now I'd like to just kind of turn our attention back to Nancy for some final remarks, and thank you for your generosity this evening. We really hope you enjoyed our Law and Water Gala virtual this year, partying like it's 2020 because it is. And for those of you who remember the reference to we're going to party like it's 1999, that's really where I'm at with it. So, but it's 2020, it's all new stuff. So thank you, Nancy.
Well, thank you, Emily, for the amazing job you did in pulling together this fabulous gala. And thanks also to the incredible staff and board at PRKN who made this year a huge success. And a huge thank you to everyone who has donated tonight. We can't serve our mission of protecting the public's right to clean water without the support and generosity of you, of our amazing PRKN community. So I want to take a moment to celebrate the life of Jackie Clark, a wonderful person who, with her husband, Fritz Snyder, led our PRKN communications team. We dedicate this gala to you, Jackie. So thank you all for joining us tonight. Please stick around for our after party with music from the Thrillbillies. Put on your dancing shoes. Thank you again, and I look forward to seeing you on the river soon. Good night.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the Potomac Riverkeepers Law and Water Gala, the 2020 virtual edition. The Potomac Riverkeeper team couldn't do the incredible work they do without your support, so thank you. We are the Thrillbillies. I'm Johnny Castle with David Kitchen, Jack Odell, and Andy Rutherford. We're going to keep celebrating, so stay with us. 1, 2, 3.
I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble along the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight when it's about to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Hurricanes are blowing. I know the end is coming soon. I feel rivers overflowing. I hear the voice of rage and ruin. Don't go around tonight when it's about to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise.
Are you ready? Are we rolling? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
I thought love was only true in fairy tales. Then for someone else, but not for me. Love was out to get me. That's the way it seemed. Disappointment haunted all my dreams. Then Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer without a trace of doubt in my mind. Well, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. I thought love was more or less a given thing. Seemed the more I gave, the less I got. What's the use of trying? All you get is rain. When I needed sunshine, I got rain. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer without a trace. Doubt in my mind. Well, I'm in love. Ooh, I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried. Ow. Try. Well, I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, yeah, without a trace. Doubt in my mind, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm a believer. I'm a believer, yeah. I'm a believer. I'm a believer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah.
We're still seeing donations come in. Keep that up. The Potomac Riverkeeper Network is celebrating 20 years, and it's because of nights like this and people like you.
2, 3, 4.
You say you stand by your man. Tell me something I don't understand. You said you love me, and that's a fact. But then you left me, said you felt trapped. Well, some things you can't explain away, but this heartache's in me till this day. You didn't stand by me, no, not at all. You didn't stand by me, no way. You didn't stand by me, no, not at all. Stand by me, no way. All the time when we were close, I remember these things the most. But did all my dreams come tumbling down? Well, I can't be happy without you around. But all alone I keep the wolves at bay. But this heartache's in me till this day. You didn't stand by me, no, not at all. You didn't stand by me, no way. You didn't stand by me, no, not at all. You didn't stand by me, by me. No way. There's a man who lives a life of danger. Everyone he meets, he stays a stranger. Every move he makes, another chance he takes. Odds are he won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Beware of pretty faces that you find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Be careful what you say, you might give yourself away. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, they're giving you a number and taking away your name. Secret agent man, secret agent man, they've given you a number and taken away your name. Lying on the Riviera one day and laying in a Bombay outlet the next day. Kissing persuasive lips. Odds are you won't live to see tomorrow. Secret agent man, secret agent man, they're giving you a number and taking away your name. Your name.
How about one last song to wrap up the event? Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure to check out Potomac Riverkeeper's website for updates, events, and ways to stay connected. And if you know somebody who cares about the river as you do, share this link, please. Thanks again for your support, and good night, and dance in your pants.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.